Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this week's video I am going to be introducing a new series, and this series is meant to express and for me to share my love of classic Hollywood movies. So think of movies from the 1930s, the mid 1930s to the mid 1960s, the golden age of Hollywood, the era of Hollywood that produced stars like Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall and Grace Kelly and James Stewart and Clark Gable. So I am going to be talking about these movies, and I'm thinking about making it into a series where I do the different classifications and talk about maybe the top 5 or the top 10 movies from, let's say, like film noir, or the romantic comedies from back then, or the psychological thrillers, and just talking about like the different movies, the A-class movies, the big over-the-top movies, and then the B-class movies, and just talking about the different ones that I love, and just suggesting something else for you guys to watch if you guys are interested in exploring that era of Hollywood, because nowadays all the movies, they are too on the nose, too political, and they're always trying to put a message across, and I am tired of that. Another reason why I thought about this series is because it's where I'm going to be taking my fashion inspiration from and my style inspiration. The runway does not do it for me anymore. The way fashion goes and style goes on social media, fashion actually, it's very fast, and I just don't want to be a part of that. So I've taken some time to think about how I want to style myself, what I want my style to be, and I've gone all the way back to when I was a child, and I would see Lauren Bacall in a movie and I would want to dress like that, and I want to see how I can navigate it and make it fresh and make it my age and bring it into this era. So I think the other videos on this channel would be working towards that, and just figuring it out and putting out my mistakes and the things that I learn on the channel. So that to the side, let's get into these movies. One of the first movies that I would suggest that you watch, if you've never really watched any old movies before, so movies from, like, you know, the 1930s to the 1960s or 70s, would be Gone with the Wind. It's a very long movie. It was directed by Victor Fleming. I'm just going to put some stats and a brief summary of the movie on the screen here while I just like have verbal diarrhea with you guys. It's a wartime romance, and it's set in the American Civil War, and it's a movie that is very representative, I think, very representative of life, because there was obviously the war going on, and yet two people managed to fall in love and, you know, fall out of love, and just the realities of life within the war that was going on. And it didn't seem like the war like crippled them. Yes, they participated in the war, but it didn't seem like it was crippling to them, and it was just magical, romantic, fun, sad, happy, all of it at once in the movie. And the war seemed to be in the background, and it was the story of these two people. It has Vivian Leigh and Clark Gable in it, and it's one of my all-time favorite movies. I would say in the top 15 movies, in my top 15 movies, it's definitely on the list. The next one will be Casablanca, and Casablanca has the same vibe. It's a wartime romance, and it has Humphrey Bogart in it, who is like my favorite actor ever. The movie is just aesthetically beautiful. The story there, the love story there, it's just romantic, and it's just very magical. You want to escape for like 2 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes, put on Casablanca and you would have a blast. It is definitely in my top 10 movies of all time. The next movie would be Bringing Up Baby. Bringing Up Baby has Katharine Hepburn in it and also Cary Grant. It's from 1938, and it's a screwball comedy. So think of a very puzzling, witty plot. The dialogue is very, very fast paced, and the story the story is very like whimsical. And yeah, it's one of the ones that is very easy to watch. Just pop it on, 2 hours or 1 hour, like 30 minutes, and you're laughing, and you get lost in the fashion. It's a fun one to watch. Then the next one will be Singing in the Rain, and Singing in the Rain is from 1952, and it's a movie about the transition from silent movies to talking movies, and it has Gene Kelly in it, and who else was in it? The only name that comes to mind is Gene Kelly. It's a very fun movie. And it's a musical, and it's a nice musical. One of the best musicals out there, at least from that era. It's oh, look at me smiling. I can actually feel myself smiling. I really love this movie. So Singing in the Rain is another one that I would suggest that you watch. And then the last one on the list is The Maltese Falcon, and this is one of the iconic film noir movies. It was directed by John Hudson, and it has Humphrey Bogart in it too. And the movie explores different things. It explores the theme of greed, and it's just watch it. You would have a good time watching it. It's very fast paced, and the plot is quite puzzling, but it ties it together all in the end, and it's a good one to watch. So those would be the 5 movies that I suggest that you watch. Of these movies, actually only 2 of them have a really strong like fashion theme running through, like Gone with the Wind, very colorful dresses, very beautiful dresses, and the same with Bringing Up Baby. Katharine Hepburn's styling, it was very, very regal and very classy and very elegant. And but these are the movies that I would suggest that you watch. These movies showcase the beauty of Hollywood then, and I know with more information you know that things were not as perfect, but in that imperfect situation and that they created for themselves back then, they managed to produce interesting, classic, romantic, soothing movies that I think I want to explore on the channel, and just extract like the fashion aspect of it and bring it into this day and age. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever watched like a very old movie before, and if you have, let me know which ones you like, which ones you do not like, and suggest in the comments how you would want this series to play out. Do you just want me to talk about the movies and maybe review them, what was good, what was bad, or do you want me to like just list and recommend like the top 5 in different eras? So in romance, in film noir, in the psychological thrillers, in the dramas, in the comedies. Let me know how you would like this series to play out. And even if I'm just talking about the fashion in the movies, what would you want me to talk about with that? And I would greatly appreciate it. Although I have some ideas, but I would also want to know what you guys want to see, and then put it together. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.